what happened this whole round, I got out poked by range, got counter hit based on range, guessed wrong, also in regards to range. I'm gonna show like a couple of my matches that led up to me getting the rank. It was against Cooney and his Azure's Cooney. I know he was still learning a bit more about her, but it was really interesting, like learning how to fight even more so against the character, because it's been a week and some change, but I've kind of seen her a bit like everywhere, and I've been practicing against her, and like all I do is see Cooney. I just see Cooney everywhere. She's just everywhere. She haunts me. Like, I feel like the way I had to play this was like, okay, Cooney has to come to me. And during this time, there were some things I didn't know that I definitely know now. I'm still trying to poke, right? Still trying to poke. So when I would get the back forward 2, Azure wasn't like tech rolling back, so I was getting the get up kick after. Like, I feel like, see, okay, nobody should be able to throw a kunai like that in my face. And I definitely guessed, I guessed wrong on the slide, and I'm like, sometimes it just feels so risky, even trying to like block the low slide thing. It just, like, I pressed right there. God knows I didn't know. I was like, okay. Oh, fun fact, Cooney's power crush is 6 frames. That's what Elisa's used to be. Nice float by Azure. I don't know if we went downstairs. No. Like, I was still trying to get something started. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just, you know, like, I could, because by that point I played a couple of Cooney players, and I still felt like I could still play it. Like, you know, I can play keep out on her, and when I'm close to her, I make it count. When I'm farther away from her, I can bait her. That's kind of how I felt about it. Like, I thought to myself, I can take my time. I'm like, I want to take my time. Got the whiff punish. We go downstairs. I've been trying to use it a lot more. I've been trying to use chainsaw forward 2 instead. Like, I was pressing on that. I was like, all her stuff looked so simple. Like, it looked so similar at the time. You know, I'm still trying to poke away, right? Still trying to find an opening. You know, I'm waiting for the back turn shenanigans, because I would sidestep right and do down back 1-1 or down back 1 something. Okay. Got the low parry. Okay, got my down back 1+2. I think that was a really nice way to like kind of close it out. I feel like all these sets I was using down forward 2 more than I've ever used down forward 2 in my life. I'm like, why am I using down forward 2 so much? I think that's Cooney's 1-1, that move that she does, like the two slashes. Might be. I find that move kind of, I don't know, something about that move seems a little. Something about it seems a little deceiving, because I know she can go into more. 32 seconds, and I still, you know, I am getting poked and chipped away at. I finally get the rage drive. Finally. You know, I get the back 4-4, but I probably should not let her. I should not have let it rip right there. I should have just waited. Should have stopped, because I was catching Azure on wake up. So I should have considered the situation. He's kind of dashing at me, you know, trying to get some offense started, get some pokes. That move it kind of reached from a long range. I don't know how I got running 2 out so quick. I definitely felt like I was trying to implement Elisa's like fly into like back up 4 more, because there's a lot of situations where, because she's off axis, people feel like they can press, and she ends up launching them, which I've noticed in certain situations. I definitely feel like with Cooney though, it's very, you can play her close or far, but either way you have to like punish her really hard, like for doing that stuff, or else she'll just kind of get away with murder, in my opinion. That was a good whip punish. I was trying to bait some more. I was really trying to poke, but Asher kept on dashing and kind of just waiting for me to make a mistake. I could have ducked that. That was a nice duck by him. Like, I feel like Cooney, like against Cooney, you can keep the pressure. Nice launch. I definitely feel like you can like keep the pressure on her. Nice combo, but she also has this insane wall carry. So when she like hits you, you're like, oh my god, when's the combo over? That's what it felt like a few times. Yeah, hop kicking in a few places felt like it was pretty crucial to like kind of getting the life lead in certain situations. I was not ducking that at all, but Azure was hitting a lot of buttons against forward 2-1. A lot of people seem to, because it's good. Shout outs to forward 2-1. I kind of started throwing out back forward just in case, you know, he was gonna come in, because he would dash in. He would like dash in and kind of like wait like a second and then do something. And I feel like there's a lot of times when Cooney goes back turn right away after strings and stuff like that, you can kind of just do down forward 4 or like a mid check, whatever your character's mid check is. That's what was working for me, at least. There were certain situations where I could have punched a little harder. I'm almost certain. But I'm noticing like I'm not doing too much right now. But now it's 22 seconds and Cooney has to do more to get the job done. So what's going to happen? Where's she going to get lever damage? 50-50s. So I started doing up forward 3-2 instead. Just a better option. I totally ducked right there. I hella ducked right there. There was definitely no need for me to duck there. I would rather take the low than try and like make reads on stuff like that. So I definitely shouldn't have. I felt like I was getting swept so much. I'm like, this schmix is crazy. I'm like, oh lord. I finally got the duck. Nice duck by Azure, yeah. And I want to say I punished that. I hella punished that power crush, but it's 6 frames and now I know what it feels like to deal with the 6 frame power crush. So it looks like I'm trying to space out a lot more this game. Got caught moving. Got the break. I feel like that's one of the easiest breaks from Cooney, is that one break. No break on the 1+2. I was really just trying to like see, like he had so many reads on that and I was like, okay. I was like, all right. I was like, I see you going back turn. Okay, this is a good time for me to hop kick, which I noticed I've been doing those hop kicks and then just planning them and they just be working sometimes. But I'm really trying to keep pressure here. I did not break that throw. I could have done something right there. I was trying to do something. I was really trying, but Azure had a really good read. The power crush being 6 frames, and I'm like, is that what it feels like? Is that what it feels like to deal with the 6 frame power crush? And I'm just sitting there like, wow, this is what that feels like. So in this round, it seems like I'm trying to just use more pokes. You know, maybe trying to get some baits with the power crush, because I feel like he's coming in on me. I definitely had no reason to duck again. There's only so many times, like that's where he's getting most of his damage. I thought from the last few rounds to this was from that, like a lot of the life lead or like evening out our health because of like back turn, like that back turn, like launcher. So now I look like I'm playing it a lot more safe. Not trying to get poked up too much, not sliced up by the knives. Well, I just got sliced by a knife. There are a few times where I don't feel like coming in with back forward 2 is smart because it can be ducked pretty easily. I feel like I should definitely have saved it in a few more places. I don't know why in these games I'm using down forward 2 like it's the best thing since sliced bread. I have no idea why I'm using it like that. But in these matches I use down forward 2 hella, but it's probably because I'm trying a different approach. Down forward 2 is pretty nice. He's kind of like waiting. I got hit by that again, the dash 2. Oh, I got the trade. I don't know how. I mean, I did back 4 twice. Power Crush? I did try and Power Crush right there. That's how did nice rage drive. Okay, there's 15 seconds left. He like jumped or something. Oh, I could have whip punished right there. I would like to get more conscious of like capitalizing more and better on whip punishes. Like right there, that was a whip punish. That was whip punish. That was a whip punish. That was a whip punish. That was a whip punish. Like hello. The whole time that Cooney's been like you know, anytime Cooney's been back turn these rounds, a lot of the time I'm just doing down forward 4. I'm sure I could do a better call out with like maybe a Power Crush or something. Use up his rage drive. Oh my god, he almost had something right there. He almost had something right there. Because I was like, oh man. I kept on going for the back 4 too. Oh, the Cooney blender. I think I probably could have gotten more for that. Rage drives used up by both of us. I ducked so hard right there. It just seems like sometimes with Cooney, you know, a throw is usually what comes out. Like right there, he went back turn again. What did I do? I did a mid. Did not duck right there. But I think I'm still, like, of course I'm still seeing some of the animations, but I literally got, what happened this whole round, I got poked. Got out-poked by range. Got counter hit based on range. Guessed wrong. Also in regards to range. Finally got the duck right there. I feel like so much of this is like just reactions, you know, and playing against Cooney a little bit anyway. But she's so different. I'm still trying to go back to my game plan of like, you know, the down forward 1, down forward 4, using my back forward 2, because it's not getting ducked. I don't think I meant to back do a flip right there, but nice nice launcher by Azure, being aware of the situation. I think Cooney's pokes can be really like pesky. The way she can kind of like stay on you and then not be on you at all and still create this pressure. Kind of like, you know, teleporting forward. Very intimidating, I think, especially when you're first learning it. Didn't duck right there. That was a really good option. Not too nice. Break. Yeah, Cooney's command throws are good, so, you know, Cooney players are definitely going to throw out all the command throws. Did not know at the time that was -11, -10. Cost me a few times, which is okay, you know. I finally got the launch. Celebrate good times. I'm like, can I please, like, because all it takes sometimes, I think, is one, like, ducking and launching one thing from a Cooney player. That to make them think twice before trying to like set something up on you or do a string on you. That like that wall rising launcher from like half screen was like nuts. Oh my god. Not from half screen, like from chip range was nuts. Wow. Okay, hold on. Let me see that again. That was crazy. Okay, I need to see that one more time. Okay, I got the block on the full crouch. All right, I need to see what I did in that last game. And it took me a second. It took me a second to get like the blocks and the full crouch stuff because I was poking most of the time, not making too hard of reads. But sometimes when I did, I was dying for it. Like okay, right there, because I was late on the punish, I got launched again, which was smart by Azure. Got my spring kick, opened up his ankles a little bit, trying to find an opening. I still got a launch a punish right there, and because I delayed the forward for 2-3, I got his back. It's a little Lisa tech, you know. I do it here and there, but you know, and once I get it, like the opponent, they can't get away from that. They have to eat it. So just a little small Lisa tech that you might see from a Lisa player sometimes, forward 2-3, stuff like that. I feel like, especially when I play these matches, the 18th Cooney's like, I mean, I learned a lot more about Cooney. I think sometimes I'd prefer to use Elisa in this matchup. I definitely prefer to use her. I guess I was away from keyboard on this one. Okay, here I am. 36 seconds on the clock. I think I was saying like I wanted to use Power Crush a lot more when she teleported. It just seemed like a good idea. And yet again, I can't seem to get a full Elisa crossover tech. Still having a hard time getting it. 13 seconds. I also noticed that backdashing against Kuni is a really good idea. Another hop kick from me. I have another hop kick. I don't know what it is with me and all these hop kicks. Yeah, it caught me moving. I think that move is so good. Sometimes it feels like you definitely have to play close to Kuni for those reasons alone. And the fact that the kunai reaches from like half screen and whatnot. Oh, there. Went back turn. I had a mid waiting. I finally get the save down forward 2 out. I'm literally just waiting for openings on Kuni because I feel like if I don't give her much and I'm just facing her, she has to come to me. Kind of has the same syndrome as Ling and Chloe, but Kuni can also kind of advance forward. There's the punish. There's the punish. I think at the time somebody told me probably by that point that it's punishable. Bless you. Oh, there it is. I did it again. And I got the hope kick again. You know how many times I did a hope kick because I saw an opening? Though I'm taking such risks, but none of these characters can launch me for it. So I don't think it's a bad idea. You know, I feel like in these matches, like I felt like I could afford to get hit by a low a few times. Being on the wall versus Kuni, yeah, that was a really nice power crush. I'm like, this is just sometimes it's a little oppressive, depending on if she's trying to make you guess. I like that Azure was trying to mix it up with like Kuni's like phases, like stances and stuff. I didn't get the pickup, probably because I didn't sidestep left. I should have just blocked. Kuni doesn't have a back turn like low sweep that launches. Yet again, because I waited and like delayed my like attack by a second, I was able to get down forward 2. Again, you know how many times I hit down forward 2? It's insane. There's no way I should hit down forward 2 that much. It seems a little like, I don't know. I felt like these matches I was really placing down forward 2. Maybe there's something about it. Maybe there's something I felt about it, but it's safe. I kept on power crushing. Like, this is where I start to use the saws a lot more. I'm telling you, like when I said like, when she phases, I felt like Power Crush was a good option. I meant that. Sometimes it's good to use it as a call out. And that was like tip range right there. That down 4-2 or whatever that launcher was. That was like almost tip range. And I almost lost that round. I lost a lot of health. I was still trying to open him up. That was like the actually a couple times where I got the like weird off-axis like fly situation, and then I got the launcher, the knee, and so like now I'm like, okay, I maybe I can play around with some stuff a little more. Maybe I can. So I'm like playing literally at like 2 or 3 different ranges, because I feel like you can control Kuni at those ranges, but you have to be willing to like just poke and not do anything nutty, or else you'll die. Yeah, Asher's still trying to get some poke started. Oh, I could have died. I could have died from that, probably. I tried to dash forward and do something. I was trying to do Power Crush right there. I was trying to do Power Crush. I broke the throw. I must have just been feeling it at that point. I was a little nervous. I was like, okay. And then I finally got the punish. After not blocking the low much. I felt like I finally like blocked it. But that's the thing about the low and like the other like moves and like conditioning when you're dealing with like ranked. You kind of have some wiggle room, in my opinion, because they're long sets. As long as you're not on demotion point. So I noticed that I'm like dashing forward a little bit, and I'm kind of just waiting. I'm like, let me just kind of see like what's gonna happen. Let me just. There's like, I got hit by that before, and I'm like, I still don't know like what that is. There's a couple times he hit me with that sequence, And then I tried to stop pressing right here because I'm like, okay, I'm getting stringed up. Let me just wait. And then I got the back forward 2 again because I'm insane. Because for some reason I think it works. I tried to go for safe down forward 2. I don't know what I was thinking there. I don't know why I thought that was gonna work. Kuni is a small body. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why I chose that. Sometimes you have a scramble. Sometimes you get a little scramble like eggs. And that's okay. I did not break that. I was breaking them earlier, but I'm like, man. Okay, got the back 4-4. Got the, you know, sometimes you have to do the running slide. Switch positions because I didn't want to be on the wall against Kuni. Azure definitely blocked the forward 2-1. Okay, got the punish. I'm glad I kind of waited to punish him for that. Like, there were so many times where I would just wait for him to do something. I jab and like wait, see if he do something, and then like delay and wait again, just to kind of see how he would respond. Because I was like, maybe I don't do anything. Like he did a kick right there, then automatically he went for a jab. Then he jabbed and like backdash to kind of see what I'm trying to do. After he jabbed, then he'd kind of see if I was gonna press anything, but I wasn't really like budging. I didn't. At some point, I think I felt like I didn't need to. As long as I felt like I could control the range, I was good. Another launch or another down forward 2. I don't know what I was thinking these games. I tried to get that launcher knee again. I feel like there's a couple of times where I was kind of off on punishing. Okay, got the whip punish right there. And then that's how I like. I feel like the way that I had to like. The fact that to get to Tekken God Omega, I had to play against Kuni. I'm like. I'm like, okay. Why? But it was really good practice. And Ash is a really strong Kuni who's, you know, improving and getting more comfortable with her stuff. That's a couple of my sets that I played and getting on the road, or, you know, getting Tekken God Omega.